Yo guys, what's up? A little late on this recap, but with the holidays everything's been crazy. But Eagles sweep the Cowboys for the first time since I think it was 2006. 26 the final score, whipping the Cowboys' ass. Roma got knocked out of the game early. We shut down Stephen McGee, who looked decent really, but the defense played very well. The offense, wasn't outstanding, but it was good enough to win. Jeremy Maclin with a touchdown. So, unfortunately, it was all for nothing. The Jets, awful, horrific. If there's any Jets fans out there, I feel sorry for you. Mark Sanchez is an awful quarterback. 30 for 59 for only what? He threw for like $150, or not $150, $250. That's horrendous. He's awful. Like, for all the crap that Rex Ryan talks, he has not backed it up this year. The Jets are awful. I really don't think they're gonna make the playoffs, but if they do, that's sad because they're just an awful football team right now. Giants fans on here, gotta give props. You went out, you did what you were supposed to do, you won. Kind of had it in the back of my mind that I thought the Giants could win, but, had to root for the Jets and just praying for a good outcome, but it did not happen that way. Giants take care of business. So Giants-Cowboys sets up for the NFC East next week. Eagles eliminated from the playoff picture. Unfortunately, the best we can do is 8-8 against Washington next week. To be honest, I'd rather see a loss because it's such a wide range of where they could fall in the draft. I hate to be one of those guys that's like, forfeit for, or, tank for picks. But this team is just, you think of how many games they blew this year because of the defense. Blowing leads in the fourth quarter. Week 2 against Atlanta, blew that. Granted, Vic was out, so maybe I passed on that one. But you're talking the Arizona game. The Seattle game didn't blow a lead, but they just played awful. The Arizona game, which I was at, I would say was the worst. That was horrific. Getting beat by freaking John Skelton. That was awful. Other games, you got San Francisco with Ronnie Brown throwing the ball backwards, blowing a 23-3 lead. I'm trying to think if there was any more that they blew. But just all around, it shouldn't have come down to this. It never should have came down to this. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to beat the Cowboys. I love to beat the Cowboys. It's always fun to stick it to the Cowboys fans. Certain ones in here were saying that, it's their time and we're coming into their house. The Cowboys suck, to be honest. Like, whoever wins the division, honestly, granted, you guys are better than us. You're going to win the division. You get some props there, but you're not going to beat anybody in the playoffs. You're really not. You're talking about offenses like the Saints, the Packers, even the Falcons are decent. I don't think either one of those teams can do anything. But, so it's the end of the Eagles season. Shift to one more week and then off season. And I'm sure everyone will have thoughts on what we can change. I would like to address the rumors that have been out there. It's rumored that Steve Spagnuolo, the head coach of the Rams, could be fired. And if that happens, that it's all but certain that he would come back to the Eagles as defensive coordinator. I've heard, the guy from, I think it was Kevin Acey from, I believe that was his name, from the San Diego, I think it was Union Tribune, said he's the one that had that report. But other guys for some radio here in Philly have kind of shot it down, guys that know Spags personally. So I don't know what's going to happen, really. I would love Spags as defensive coordinator. Actually, anybody but Juan Castillo. That's, I think, the first thing that has to happen. Juan Castillo has to go. I wish Andy Reid would go too, because I think I'm sick of the being good but not good enough. Well, this year, not even being good enough. But I think we're going to have one more year under Andy. But hopefully we can get Juan out of here. I like the way the offense is. Not sure what's going to happen with Deshaun Jackson. For the right price, I would like to see him return. But they got to improve the linebackers and the safeties. They really do. And again today, or Pro Bowl rosters got released last night. Safety for the NFC, Pro Bowl safety, Seattle Seahawks. Their safety, Earl Thomas, who fell to the Eagles a couple years ago in the draft. But who do we pick? We picked Brandon Graham, who can't stay healthy at all. An undersized guy in the wrong system. I mean, he's a 3-4 linebacker. He can't stay healthy, which is besides the point. Even if he was, I mean, it's clear that he just can't play. But you can't change the past. That's another one that they booted with their poor draft record. The last couple of years have been terrible. They haven't gotten anything from the draft. But hopefully, new defensive coordinator can come in here and maybe have some influence, get him to draft a linebacker or a safety in the first round, hopefully draft a good amount of them. Or maybe we could pick up a veteran, I don't know. But it'll be very interesting to see what happens in the offseason. I'm excited to see what the team does, but this is a year that could have been a lot better. Maybe we wouldn't have won the Super Bowl, but this was a playoff team for sure. I thought at the beginning of the year was a top 3 team in the NFC, and maybe a top 5 or 7 team in the NFL, but it didn't happen that way. Then real quick, let's say congratulations to Shady McCoy, Jason Babin, and Jason Peters for making the NFC Pro Bowl roster. So good, we got 3 representatives. Peters played excellent this year. Babin, some people, you can say he's a one-trick pony, which I agree with. He doesn't play well against the run, but he does give the effort. And 18 sacks, is a great achievement. He's a great pass rusher, so I guess you can make the case that he deserves it. And Shady, nothing to say. He's probably, I'd say he's definitely top 3 running back. I'd say he's probably the best in the league, up there with Jones Drew, Adrian Peterson, and those guys. So, and one guy that I thought should have gotten some more consideration than he did was Colin Jenkins. Had an outstanding year. That was probably the best free agent signing. He actually did pretty well. Well, him or Babin, you could say, but because Asamoah kind of fizzled out, didn't quite have the season that some people would have liked, but that's neither here nor there. So I'll be back. Redskins this week. May have a preview probably in a couple days to get ready for that game. So that's all I got for now. As always, go Birds.